Well, Mr. Speaker, the member's absolutely right. We did do a panel yesterday, at which point I asked, outside of the walls of this House, when the Minister of Finance sold his 680,000 shares in Morneau Chapelle. I also enumerated all the facts leading up to that sale. And I am absolutely confident that everything I've said out there and in here is true. Would he commit that if I go out and repeat my question in the lobby at this moment, that the Finance Minister will meet me there and answer the question? I tried asking the minister if he sold 680,000 shares on November 30th inside the House of Commons, and now I invited him to come and answer that question outside of the House of Commons, and I know the House will be disappointed to learn that he did not show up to answer the question. So, will the Prime Minister answer it on his behalf? Who was it that sold 680,000 Morneau Chapelle shares 1 week before tax measures were introduced on the floor of the House?
Secretary Parlementaire.
Parliamentary Secretary. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As I mentioned, the Minister of Finance has always worked with the Ethics Commissioner and will continue to do so.
Well, Mr. Speaker, somebody avoided paying the higher taxes that the Finance Minister imposed by selling those 680,000 shares before those measures took place. Someone sold those shares before the new tax measures were tabled in this House of Commons. Now, it was either the Minister, and he doesn't think there was anything wrong with that, or it wasn't the Minister. And he can just say that. Now, we've repeated everything that was said in the House, outside the House. The Liberals have refused to answer questions in the House or outside. Will the Prime Minister answer the question? Who sold those shares in December?
Honourable Parliamentary Secretary. Order. 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 That's enough. I'm sure we'll hear about some things later on. Order. The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm very happy to hear the question of the Leader of the Opposition, which will allow me to talk about the tax measure that was introduced. What is it? It was to increase taxes for the wealthiest 1% and lower them for 9 million Canadians. The Canada Child Benefit was the most progressive allocation. The previous allowance was taxable. Ours is not. We're giving more to Canadian families that need it most. Thank you.